Blackmagic announced a new firmware update for the Pocket 6K. I'm going to update my camera now and talk you through some of these new exciting features that I think are really going to improve my workflow, as well as make this already amazing camera an exceptional camera. So I've updated my camera. If you don't know how to do this, I'll leave a video in the description showing you how you can update your Pocket 6K. Just to note that once you update your camera, it will reset all your settings. So any settings you had before will be reset. So just bear that in mind before you make the update. And what I've done is I've set up the Pocket 4K, which is recording the back of the screen in 6K, and I'll take you guys through some of these new features and show you how they work. So we're on the first tab of the settings page. This is what you'll see once you've updated and you go into your settings. As you can see, nothing much has changed here. So the first new feature we're going to talk about is the ability to use this camera as a webcam. So if you go into the setup page, and you go into the second tab, you will notice that there's an option here which says use as a webcam. So if you switch that on, you will now be able to use this as a webcam. So if you attach this to your computer, you can use this as a webcam. Okay, so right now I'm going to test out how this works as a webcam. So I've connected a USB-C cable from the camera going straight into my MacBook, and I'm going to test out to see how this works as a webcam. So what I'm going to do is I've opened up my Gmail, and what I'm going to try and do is set up a new Google Meet meeting to see if it'll recognize the Pocket 6K as a webcam. So I'm just going to click join meeting now. So okay, first straight away it's asking me to give permission to access the camera and the microphone. It doesn't usually ask me to do this because it's usually connected to another camera, but I guess it's recognizing the Pocket 6K as a new camera. So I'm going to click allow. So it says camera starting. Okay, and as you can see, this is the webcam. It's connected. You can see it's obviously still in log. So I guess that's because I did reset it and it's always kept on log. So actually, let me just go and change it. Okay, so I'm just swiveling around so I can change the settings so that we can see it in probably what would be the best way to do it would be in video. Okay, just swung that back around. Yep. So yeah, as you can see, look, this is it as a webcam. Probably what I would do if I was using it is, because I've just reset it, nothing set up, but usually what I would do is I would just have it connected to my phone and I would use the Bluetooth app to control all the settings. But yeah, as you can see, it works as a webcam. It didn't take much to set up. You just plug it in and it recognizes it straight away. It's pretty easy. It's similar to the camera that I'm filming on now, which is the Sony ZV-E1. Same way, I just plug that into my MacBook and it gets recognized as a webcam straight away. So that's a really cool feature, especially if you want to use your camera as a webcam. And I know with my Pocket 4K, which this update also works on, I'm considering maybe having that as my new webcam and setting that up as a permanent webcam, because I'm finding I'm not using that camera as much. I'm just using it for a little bit of BTS, but that's another real cool feature about this new update. You can use your camera as a webcam. So yeah, hope this all looks good. You can see I'm talking to two different cameras, getting weird. Let's jump on to the next feature. So these two new features are the features that excite me the most about this update. And the first one we're going to look at is the updates that have been made to Playback. Okay, so I'm going to click on the Playback button now. So as you can see, it's just playing back what's on the SSD. But what you'll notice is that there's this option here in the top left hand corner. When you click on that, let me make sure I tap on it properly. As you can see now, you can see all of the clips that are on the SSD, and you can go through them by sliding through, and you can find, it makes it easier for you to find clips and get playback. But as you also notice, there's other options here at the top. So what you've got here, let's jump through them. So first, if you click on an individual clip, for example, here, you'll also notice here you've got information, and it gives you metadata about the clip. So it gives you the codec, the resolution, the date it was created. Also gives you the shutter angle it was shot in, the white balance because I'm shooting in RAW, the ISO, the tint information, the color space, the LUT that's being used to display it. It gives you a lot of metadata here as well. And then if you do want to delete the clip, you just click delete clip. It confirms it to make sure you're not deleting it accidentally, and then you just click delete. You just click that and that would delete that clip. but we're not going to delete that clip because I need that. There would be a lot of times when I'm filming on SSD and I may have filmed the take which I know I don't need. And as you know, sometimes Blackmagic can take up a lot of data. And I realized I'm definitely not going to need that clip. I would have to take the SSD off, connect it to computer, and then delete the clip. But whereas I can just delete that now, straight off of the SSD within the camera. So that makes my workflow a lot easier when I'm filming and saving a lot of space. So here you can see that there's this arrow option, which is almost looking like it allows you to filter through. So if you click on this, what is so good about this is if you've got a lot of different takes and you need to find, let's say, a specific clip, what you can do is you can sort through all your clips by placing filters on them. So for example, you can sort by date and time, right? Ascending. You can also look at the media type. You can search through the different media types. You can search for clips based off of resolution. You can search via frame rate. So you can see, okay, if let's say I'm looking for all clips that, let's say, maybe are 60 frames or 25 frames or 24 frames per second. Just close that. And also it's got the option where you can view clips by the duration, right? So for example, if you wanted to find all clips that were more than 5 minutes, so if I click into that, it'll show you this clip here, which is 16 minutes 28. It's really good in terms of finding all the different clips. So if I wanted to find, you know, search by resolution, they're all shot in 6K, so I don't think I'll see anything come up. But actually there are some shot in 4K, so if in Ultra HD, so if I wanted to filter by that, I can do that there as well. So this makes it so much easier. If I just want to find something on this SSD through the camera, I can just find it and do playback through the camera rather than having to detach the camera and find the clips. Now on this option, it just gives you the option to cycle through the hard drive that you're using. So whether you want to format it, you can. So this is being filmed, so it shows all the different drives that are connected to the camera. I've got an SD card and I've got an SSD. So that's what that option does. Probably the best feature of the update is that you can now connect to the Blackmagic cloud. So if you look up here, you've got this little icon here, which is the cloud just up here. And what you can do, that means you can, whatever you filmed, you can then upload that direct from your camera straight to the cloud. Now, I don't have a Blackmagic cloud account, but it's something that I'm looking to purchase. And this will then allow me in future to record and then upload straight to the cloud. And if I'm working, let's say, with another editor or some other people on a project, I can just upload it straight away and they can begin editing if that's what's needed, or they can view a take and give feedback. So that's such a cool option to have. And you can do that by just simply clicking on it. And what you can do is you can connect your phone to your camera and use your phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot in order to connect you to the internet. So those were all the new features on the Blackmagic Camera 8.6 beta that I think are really cool and I think you guys should know about, because I think the Pocket 4K and the Pocket 6K are such amazing cameras, and the 6K full frame camera looks amazing as well. I personally own the Pocket 4K and the original 6K, and with these updates, it's given even more enhanced features to cameras that I already thought were really good just as they were. But if you include these features, they really make these cameras really exceptional. For me personally, I think the Pocket 6K is probably the best value camera you can get if you're trying to buy an entry-level cinema camera. I think the codecs, the resolution, the image that you get out of it, and just the price point in itself is so great on these cameras. And now has the ability to upload footage direct to the cloud from the camera. It's just a no-brainer for me. You can even pick up the Pocket 6K G2, which is exactly the same as the 6K Pro. Only difference is that it doesn't have internal NDs, but everything else is the same. And you're picking that up for under £1,700. It's such a good camera. I would highly recommend. I mean, Blackmagic are probably going to release a new camera soon. I have a feeling they'll probably do something at NAB, but you can still buy this camera with confidence knowing that it's got such good features. And with Blackmagic, they really treat their camera. With Blackmagic, they're always updating and enhancing their cameras. I mean, I used to own a Sony a7S III and that just about got a new firmware update. I think it was yesterday, but I personally think you can't go wrong with getting a 6K, especially if you're gonna, let's say, buy it on a second-hand market. You will get it for such a good price. You'll probably get it for under 1,500 if you're looking at 6K Pro, or if you're looking at even the original 6K, which I have, you can probably get that anywhere between £1,000 to under £1,000 at this moment. That you're getting them at good prices secondhand. So I just wanted to do this video just to run through some of those features, because I think Blackmagic create such really good cameras. They're always trying to improve and enhance the features that you get on their cameras, and this is another example of them doing that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give this video a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and in the comments let me know what you thought of this video. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.